Welcome to part 2 of our recording with Vwairé, and also your weekly reminder that only dead fish go with the flow. Please don't forget to like, follow, or even leave a comment on the episodes that you've enjoyed. It really does make a big difference, and I love to read them. Maybe that's an ego thing, I don't know, but it makes a difference to me, so please do. And as always, thank you for listening. Do you have a favourite moment in your journey so far that you are happy to be sharing?
Oh, I have too many favorite moments.
You can have a few. We can always split the podcast in half, so you get 2
Oh
weeks of
yeah.
podcast.
Ooh,
So I've done that before. So
don't tease me with a good time, Sophia. Oh gosh, you'll be here till literally like the sun comes up.
see if you can think of 1, 2, 3
Okay, I definitely have one.
standouts.
My favorite ever memory that literally like brings me chills when I think about it is when I won Henley Women's in the aspirational single.
I do remember you doing that as
I
well.
know, but that moment, it was just historical, guys. You just had to have been there. So I was lucky enough to be staying with Sophie Gray, who used to row, and she's also a woman of color. She's
Yep.
mixed race.
Yeah,
Her
yeah.
mum, iconic, obviously.
I
And
feel that is the territory.
no, iconic
Yeah,
mums,
yeah, yeah.
for real.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a black woman can and will actually. So we were both doing the same event,
Yeah.
and I was staying over at hers in Reading because it was close by, and then we ended up getting into the final together, and I just remember both of us like coming home essentially and just being so
How cool.
right. Do you
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? Like we weren't even thinking, oh, I'm gonna be, having to beat you tomorrow. Like we were like in the history of Henley Women's, of the aspirational single. Okay, like you'd think this was the freaking diamonds. Like, please. Well, like, has this ever happened? This is crazy. And I don't know, we were just geeking out because we were like, we're really fucking cool. Like we made it to the final and we're two women of color killing it, slaying. Like, what can we not do? And yeah.
I was just gonna say that Henley Royal as a whole was 2000 when the first women's event kind of came in. I think that's right. I probably need to fact check that. But that was 25 years ago. Or 26 years ago. You're saying you won it in this is Henley Women's, but 2019. So in the space of 20 years, women have been able to compete on that stretch. And then 20 years on, there's 2 beautiful black women of color competing again. I feel like there have been so many people turning in their grave being like, our sport.
They're ruining the tradition of Henley. Yeah. Yeah, and you'll keep rolling, babe. Yeah. It's so that just gave me chills, and like just that recognition of not only have I made the final, but with one of my good mates, and like I don't know, the history that's being made in that moment. And then the next day, oh, as I said, a black woman will. My mum, my asthmatic mother, okay, she said, today I will run the 1.4K of Henley Women's, whatever it is. And from the start to the finish, I had every stroke. That's my Vwairé. That's my me. That's my baby.
I heard that too.
I think the whole world heard it. Honestly, when people know about my mum or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, that time that she was at Henley Women's. I'm like, oh, I know, I recall vividly. But I think when you're a kid, like you'd be like, that's so embarrassing. But in the moment, I think that was probably the first time I really, really, really appreciated like all the extravagance of my mum. Like she's a very loud and proud woman, and she's not going to let anyone tell her otherwise. And as I said, like I always would try and hide from, the differences and the things that made me stand out. But I was like, hell yeah, she's gonna scream. And there we went. And like it was just so beautiful to be able to like get that trophy and take a picture with my family. And I don't know, it was like all consuming, and that will always be my favorite memory, just because of the significance it has,
Yeah,
you
yeah. The
know.
weight of it. You're like,
Mhm.
"Mum, I'm signing you up for a run club now."
Honestly, I was like, "Girl, I didn't do you have your inhaler? I did not no one planned this." And of course, she had brought like a big pot of jollof rice for us to all eat in the field whilst everyone else is having their ham and cheese sandwiches, you know. Mum's there like, everyone got a spoon for the jollof rice? Yeah, perfect, great. And the grilled chicken is in the boot as well. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is my mum. She's like, I will not be spending a penny at Sainsbury's on your
Yeah,
damn
fair,
meal deal. All right. There's
fair.
jollof rice at home and now there's jollof rice at Henley. So I guess it almost felt like a like coming into my own, and like everything about me that before had felt like a burden and
Mm.
felt uncomfortable to have to recognize. I was like, but this is why I'm here, and this is why I am able to even take a stroke today, because of my wonderful mother and like because of my wonderful peers
Oh,
that
you're gonna
push me
make me
on.
start
Oh,
crying.
mums are the best,
Mums
man.
are the
Mums are
best.
the best, honestly. You need to get your mum on the
I
podcast.
think I will. She does listen very
I
often,
love
actually.
that. I would love to hear what Mama Heath has to say.
We would probably need to get lawyers if she came on, because she
I
has got a lot
I
to
would just like,
say.
I would love to get to know the woman that raised you, because you are iconic. So she must be the most iconic, the iconicest.
She is iconic.
Oh, I love.
I think she's at home knitting at the moment, watching Outlander with her 6 dogs.
Oh my gosh. What a woman. What
What
a
a woman.
woman. But yeah, I think that I'll keep it at that, to be honest, because I feel like that is
It is
definitely.
it is a special
Mm,
like, it is a really special moment, and also definitely my family, because there was no Henley Royal
mm,
really event that was, like, accessible for women
mm-hmm.
of a national standard
Yeah.
until about 2021.
Mm-hmm.
This is, like, so growing geeky, but so for, like, my family and my friends, like, Henley Women's was this special thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it is this event that where the family actually feels so much more included because it
Yes.
is different and there isn't such a commercial element to it.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
is actually a lot of like my very fond memories of my family being there while I competed
Mm,
are of that event. So it's really
yeah.
nice that like obviously that event offered a lot more for women at the
Mm-hmm.
time, and hopefully it will continue to offer lots for women and
Yeah.
be able to provide. One of my things that I want to see it do more is there was definitely an event for J16s and then it was removed, and I'd like to see it come back
Mm,
because it was really what sort of like sowed the seed for so many 16-year-olds to then be like,
yeah.
oh no, this is what I want
I
to
can do
be. And
this.
I'm actually competing in an event with women that I look up to,
Yeah.
like Vwairé winning winning academic symbol,
Yeah.
but like I'm part of that event. And at Henley Royal, there wasn't actually that space for that because
Yeah.
of multitude of reasons. There's more
Mm.
space now, but
We're still fighting for bare minimum, mind you.
mm,
I don't know. I'm such like
another
negative
podcast. But yeah,
Nancy. Yeah. But I'm just like, come on, guys. We can't be congratulating bare
mm.
minimum. But anyway, it's getting done. And we are grateful,
Mm.
okay, but there's so much more to be done.
It's so funny
Mm.
because this episode with you will lead on really well from Bethan's podcast, which was her down the hill was I want people to stop being grateful for things they deserve.
Period.
Yeah,
Oh, I love that.
and I was
No,
like,
honestly,
absolutely.
bare fucking minimum, mind you. It's
Yeah.
like you should have done this. You're lucky I gave you the time and the space to actually do it. For real. For real. And I think that is just, I feel like that's the energy of women's sports right now.
Mm.
Like we were so enamored and like all the glitz and the glam, and so like, yeah, this girl can't. No, this girl has been.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
girl
yeah.
has been busting her behind.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're not gonna be getting the pom poms out
Mm.
when it's only like time for the medal. No, like
All the time.
literally all the damn time. I
All the
see
time.
men literally like touch their toes and it's like, whoa, no, like we need to just get a grip. But anyway, sorry.
That's fine. That's good.
Ah,
That's good.
ah.
Do you have a best backup for the
Oh,
podcast?
oh gosh.
Just one or a few or
I think I've definitely oh okay, yeah, this is a funny one. So as a fellow type B
Mhm.
girly,
Oh, I can explain how I turned up to your house with it.
Do it now, because I think it really adds layers and
It adds
context.
flavour to the podcast. I am a bit of a type B. I think I'm a bit of a control freak, but I am also type B. So my phone is on its last legs at the moment. The speakers don't work, so I can only talk to people on the phone via like speakerphone. The charging port doesn't work, so I have to use a MagSafe charger. The battery doesn't work. Like there's so many things that go wrong, but I'm just like, no, it's hanging on in there. Anyway, I'm driving into Reading to see Vwairé for this podcast. I have no idea where I'm going, so I've got my maps on, but obviously I didn't charge my phone, so it's on 9%. So I'm like, oh, I can plug my phone into my laptop. So I arrived at Vwairé's using my laptop as a portable charger.
Yep.
Nothing had a case on it.
I was just like, hey girl. So
I was running late because oh my god, this is the other thing I thought. I was running late because not only was I gossiping with somebody, but my car, I have the time in my car set 10 minutes fast so that I'm always early on time.
Yeah.
Didn't realise my brother's been in and set it to the correct
no.
time. So I was there being like...
That was a setup.
I was like, oh my God.
Why would he do that?
I know. And I was
audacity.
thinking, I was listening to the radio and they were like, this is the news at 4 or something. And I'm like, but my clock says 4. How can that be right?
Obviously wrong. Yeah.
Something's obviously wrong.
Oh my God.
The radio's early.
10 minutes.
I'm like driving through Reading, heart in my arse, being like, oh, I'm late and I hate Reading.
Reading is horrible for driving, please. I'm just proud of you for making it.
I did. I made it. I had like 7% battery and my laptop had like 5, but we got there in the end. Anyway, you continue with your fuck up because I could go on forever.
No, yeah. So that type B energy, I wouldn't say that I'm like to that degree, but I'm definitely like a solid 75% using my laptop as a portable charger type B. And I don't read things. Okay, I am also dyslexic, but I don't really claim it because I'm like, I can read. It just takes everything from me.
Okay.
So when I had first started rowing, I think we had Reading Amateur Head or something. No, I think it's Reading Amateur Regatta and then Reading Head. One of the races.
Yeah.
And my coach at the time had sent through, you know, the circulation, all the like so many things, and I was like, literally,
what am I going to do this?
Like? What do I look like? And I'm not even kidding. At that point in time, like my mum was genuinely relaying information to me. Like she'd read things and be like, okay, this is what you need to do. I'm like, cool, mum's not said anything. So, you know, whole time, mum doesn't even know what a freaking reverse circulation pattern is. So of course she's not gonna be like, hey babe, stay on the right side of the river. You know, like she's just like, oh yeah, off you pop. So I go and this is my first ever race, okay? Like never done a rowing race before. I didn't even know that rowing races occurred over like 2K. I'm not even kidding. So I put my boat on the water and I think that like that's when the race starts. Sophia, I genuinely am like, cool, okay. Like,
everyone's like warming up and you're like, get out the way.
racing 5K against the stream to get to the start line. And I'm like, I'm really good because I'm overtaking so many people. Yeah, I'm literally like, whoa, I'm like really fucking good. Like I've overtaken at least 50 people. Me, obviously, rate 24. I mean, does she need any more rate than that? No.
You're like in your single overtaking
in my
the men's
Yana I'm like, on your left, on your right. Beep,
snooze,
beep,
you lose.
Bitches. And genuinely, like the whole way storming up. And then I assume the start is the finish line. I'm like, oh, that was a good run. I guess we paddle back now. And then things start to fall into place. I'm like, wait, what's going on, guys? Why are we in single file? What? Why is he saying start time? What? So yeah, I end up literally blowing my doors off. And I'm not like, the way I came back, I was knocking into every bank because I was so exhausted and I was just like a shell of a human being. I had absolutely no consciousness left. I was dehydrated, starving, you know, like literally tears streaming down my face, and there's so many
Oh.
pictures. Like, I'll try and find the pictures of
Yeah, we'll
me.
have to use one for the Instagram.
Honestly, or mark one, count your days, because the glares, I was like, what is that? Like, and you're telling me there's photographers now? Why weren't there photographers on my race up to the start, you know? So yeah, it was something. That was a big old fuck up.
That is, I was just thinking as I was driving through Reading, minding my own business with my laptop portable charger, about like 2018, we'd just like finished doing the like final testing for under 23s. I'd been selected. I'd felt so ill throughout all of it, so I'd been hanging on to make sure I like, because it's never yours until you're on the start line.
Yeah.
So I was like absolutely hanging on. Anyway, get so ill, being quarantined in the hotel room. People are like bringing food to the door but won't come and see me. Anyway, I start to feel better. I had my car at the hotel. This is like camp, like under 23 camp, where
Like
you're
holding
all
camp,
holding camp. Yeah. I've got my car and I'm like, right, well, I feel better enough that I could drive into the heart of Reading to get some medicine, maybe some snacks. I was like, why not? Like, what could possibly go wrong? Bear in mind, my car at this time, I'm 21. My car's the same age as me. It's got a sunroof that winds down. And so you're like driving along, winding above your head. And that is what brings the sunroof down. There's no power steering. So I drive into Reading and to pick up some snacks. I go to the little Waitrose, bougie,
treat yourself.
love it. Pick up my snacks, get back in the car, driving through rush hour in Reading. Everyone else is at training, and I'm like, right, this is perfect. Can get back, perfect time. Black smoke coming out the side of somebody else's car,
Like,
not
what
mine.
is happening?
Look over to this guy in the roundabout, like, you really need to get your car checked. That's awful.
That's horrible.
Realize it's my car. Something is wrong. I've been told what was wrong. Something
just
is wrong.
ignored it. Yeah.
Black smoke. Fast forward, I've like knocked on loads of people's houses in Reading, been like, please, do you have any bottled water that I can put in the cooling element?
You're not actually trying to drive this car back.
No,
you're still determined.
I like rung the coach and I'm like, hey, my car's broken down. He's like, aren't you supposed to be in bed? You're like really ill. And I was like, yeah, I'm in the middle of Reading and my car's broken down. And he was just like, you're going to have to stay there. And I was like, okay, yep, that's fine.
Yeah, cool.
Knocking on these random doors. This angel came out with some water and like helped me fill up whatever it was, the coolant in the car. And I managed to like limp the car back.
God have mercy. Oh my.
To the hotel. Only to obviously have to get it picked up by like the AA.
Yeah.
And it's loaded onto the back of the lorry while all the other athletes are arriving back from training.
And you're just there like, good day.
And obviously Snapchat is in its peak, so everyone's like, why the fuck is your car being loaded on?
You saying that literally triggered something in me, because I remember like nothing could escape the bane of Snapchat, and it would be on people's stories. It would be sent to
everyone was just like, why is your old car being like towed? Haven't you been in bed all day? And I was like, well, yeah, but I also needed some strepsils, and it all got a little bit out of hand.
Oh, honey buns.
Everyone's like, RIP your car, and like, well, now I can't drive anyone to training. Like,
yeah, to be fair, the implications are much
like,
worse.
Yeah, it's all jokes, but
it's not funny. It's not fucking funny. I don't have a car anymore. So, my God. That's so embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing.
Another traumatic.
What did the coaches say?
They were like, obviously they're fine about it, because it's not like I'd been out on a bender. I was just going to get some paracetamol.
It's so weird during under 23s though, because you literally are like a grown adult. Mind you, like most of the time people have degrees and everything, but you feel like you're in school. You genuinely feel like a child.
Yeah.
And oh gosh, it's the worst feeling in the world, because it makes no sense. It does not like match your age remotely, you know?
It's like, why would I get in trouble for my car breaking down?
Why would you get in trouble for going to Waitrose and getting a few snacks at 21?
Other shops are available, but that was what was closed.
But still, like, get your strepsils, babe.
But anyway, that was one of my fuck ups that I could think of. And yeah, I'm just like, I'm never gonna live this down, my car.
I know. And also it's like such a power move to have a car at that age as well.
It
I
is.
remember my second under 23 year, I got my little blue
Mm.
beeper, and I was like, guys, where we about to eat at? Like, where we
Yeah, yeah,
going?
yeah.
Everyone's like, can I have a look? Of course,
Of
honey.
course.
Of course.
Put
Don't
your
even
seatbelt on,
worry
darling.
about paying for petrol because it's gonna guzzle it up anyway, you know? Like, don't you worry. I've got you. And you just
Uh,
felt so
you
cool.
did.
Oh.
And yeah, I remember like driving Matt around like, put your seatbelt on, babe.
Mm, mm.
Just be careful.
Be safe, be safe. Mind you, they
Passenger
literally have to like
princess.
fold themselves in half to get
Yeah,
into the
that's true.
teeniest, tiniest car. That's something that really tickles me as well. Perez mentioned it. My fiance, he was like, why do all rowers have minuscule cars? Aren't you guys meant to be rich? Like, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just a lifestyle, okay? It's just a lifestyle. You get your teeny weeny car
Yep.
and you stuff your 6 foot body in it, and
Mhm.
you be grateful for that car.
And your 20 kilos of rank kit that absolutely
Oh,
stings.
oh my gosh. You saying that, I just remembered how much crap I have in the car, and
Mhm.
Perez has just got
You
into the
might need
car.
it though.
That's he always takes the dry robe out, and I'm like, honey, you don't understand the
Yeah.
power of a dry robe. On a
Mhm.
rainy day, the
Mhm.
car breaks down, God forbid,
Mhm.
and you're there shivering,
You and a friend
quaking.
in the dry robe.
This is the thing. But he's
Yeah.
like, it's taking up all the space, and I'm like, yeah, and
They are huge. They are huge
yeah,
and they are very, very heavy.
mm.
Do you have, I'm moving us on because I feel
Oh,
like
please,
we like
yeah.
to ramble, but do you have
Mm.
a Vwairé mantra or a
Ooh.
line or a
Oh.
quote or a saying that you come back to all the time?
I feel like I go through phases, but my current mantra, I would say, is let them. Like, I don't know. I think it's just very applicable to the winter scaries.
Mhm.
And I almost feel myself slipping back into that anxious mindset and all like just being recluse and being like, oh, but people are gonna think this, that. Let them.
Mhm.
Let them. Dare them, actually. And I just think like standing confidently in your power, in your presence, and not letting even the fear of perception hold you
Mm.
back, let alone real perception. So hopefully that's
I've
helpful.
seen one of the things that I've got written in here. I can't
Mm.
remember who said it. I want to say it's like Joanna Lumley, but it was like we're actually all very shallow and no one actually cares about us as much as we
Oh,
think they do.
precisely. Everyone's too preoccupied with their own
Their
shit
own shit.
and their own fear of
Mm.
perception to
Mhm.
be able to perceive. And I think that's the irony of all ironies, that we think that was so important, that the
Yeah.
world revolves around us, and like
Mhm.
people are here thinking like, oh my god, Vwairé did that, Vwairé, oh my god, like, babe, no one cares. No one
Mhm.
has ever cared, you
Mhm.
know? Like, we just need to freaking smell the roses and crack on. Everyone just mind your
Exercise some free
business.
will.
Yes, yes,
Exercise some free
yes.
will and get on with it. That's one of Matt's resolutions for 2026.
Oh,
Not
I
that you
love
should have
that.
them, but
I
like
was
to
actually just gonna
exercise
ask,
free
do you
will.
have any resolutions? I feel like it's
Mine,
fun to make them up, you know, and
I
then
think
forget.
mine is like exercising free will
Mm,
more. I feel like we were saying earlier about the episode with Eva Fabian who talked about like her open water swimming and stuff like that, and
mhm,
she was saying how lucky we are as athletes that we get to completely reinvent ourselves. We get to live
mhm.
like 2 lives
Yeah,
or cats with
yeah.
9 lives, and that's what I'm like. I spent 2025 like recovering,
Mhm,
rebuilding, like doing some healing stuff, I guess, without trying
mm,
to sound too woo-woo.
mm.
And now 2026 is definitely the year of like free will. Like there's
Yeah.
no law against whatever I'm about to do. And like,
Yeah,
for example, like I
yeah.
can't think of anything at the moment, but definitely like exercising my free will more and more and more.
Mhm.
And like moving away from, I don't know, oh, well, that's not socially normal.
Yeah. I'm thinking, would you ever do something like, have you seen people doing rejection therapy and like going up to random strangers and being like, oh, that strawberry looks nice. Can I have one?
Ooh, no, I
I kind of want
don't
to do that
know.
because I feel like that exercises free will to
That
the
does
highest
exercise.
heights,
That really
and very
does.
harmlessly too.
Yeah.
I really want to find the confidence to do something like that, or even just like
I
walk up to someone and be like, oh, I really like your earrings. Where are they from? Like, just
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
you know?
That is a very good point.
Mm.
I've exercised my free will multiple times when I've like picked Matt up from this drives him insane when I like pick him up from somewhere in my car and there's like a market square
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's like parking spaces, but there wasn't enough space for me to parallel park in the space.
Oh my
But I
God.
could just drive into the middle of the market square.
Okay.
So I just drove into the middle of the market square
Yeah.
to pick him up and
You're
put
like,
all the
beep, beep, get
suitcases.
in.
Yeah, I was like, get in. And then I was like, well, my arse of my car is in a space, but the front is in the market square. But why don't we get a coffee while we're here? And
Oh
he was
my
like
gosh.
sweating and losing his mind
Oh
because
my
it was like,
gosh.
you're not parked in the
Oh,
right way. And I'm like, free will.
free will, baby. We all have it. Let's use it.
Somebody come and tell me I can't do this.
I dare you.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably not supposed to, but
Hey, life is for living. Who
exactly.
makes the rules anyway?
Exactly.
Who actually makes the rules?
I'm trying to think of another use of free will at the moment, but it will come. My type B nature is very free will as it is.
That's the thing. The irony of all ironies is like you've probably done it all anyway.
I
You're like, I'm
probably
just
have done
gonna
a few
use my
things.
free will. You driving like when you're meant to be ill in bed in that holding camp to go and pick up some snacks from Waitrose. Maybe that's free will.
That
That's
is
free
free
will if
will.
I've ever seen it.
That is free
Okay,
will.
but yeah, I know exactly what you mean, and I feel like that as well. I feel like I just don't want to have any regrets, and I just want to be very present and intentional rather than thinking, oh, I wish I had, oh, it would have been nice. No, just do it.
Yeah, just do
Yeah,
it. Just do it. Yeah, let them just do it. Free will. Love it. We
perfect.
have 2 more questions.
Oh,
What would you change in your sport, if anything, or just sport in general?
oh, that's such a good question.
It's very broad.
Mm. I think they're kind of doing it already with like
Mhm.
mixed doubles, mixed
Oh,
eight.
yeah, yeah.
I think that would be interesting. Because I feel like men's rowing and women's rowing have very different vibes,
Yeah.
at least from the external perception. I
Mhm.
feel like men's rowing is obviously like all other men's sport with like the bravado and the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so I feel like they could learn a thing or two from the women, and it's
Mhm.
like, you know, just sort of class it up a little bit and make it spicy, make it fun. I think
Yeah.
women's rowing is getting way more like electric,
Mhm.
and men's rowing is still very like,
Traditional.
yeah, because it's worked and it is interesting to some degree, but I don't
Mm.
know, spice it up.
I think that's a really interesting point, but having seen both of the group chats,
Mm.
I think that either side, like, could take from each other.
What do you think the women can take from the men?
So the women's group chat, when I was on it, obviously I'm
Mhm.
not on it anymore,
Mm.
it was very, like, businesslike and,
Oh,
like, very, like, there weren't many jokes flying around.
it's all jokes now. I
That's
hate to
good.
break it to
No,
you.
that's very good. But in comparison at the time,
Mm.
the men's group chat was just straight memes,
Oh,
like, for
yeah.
hours and
1
hours and
minute.
hours.
Yeah.
Just straight memes. There was, like, nothing of any sort of, like, consequence on it.
Mhm.
But I remember that being such a contrasting, this is, like, years ago as
Yeah.
well, but I remember that
Yeah.
being such a contrast and being like, "Well, I don't wanna put anything on the group chat in, like, in terms of question because it all seems, like, so serious."
Yeah. Mm.
But the vibe was always good,
But
and
then it just didn't translate,
but it
like,
wasn't translating
yeah.
into that, like, that almost, like, group chat safe space because
Yeah.
it was like, "Oh, not sure." And then so that's, like, obviously my personal experience at that
No.
time, but I would
Yeah.
agree that, like, well, obviously I know most of the women
Mm.
anyway, and they are spicy, they are fun, like, it is
Mhm.
very electric, and then the
Mm.
men's from the outside is still very traditional, and the
Mhm.
training program hasn't changed for a long time.
Mhm. Mhm.
But in my other personal knowledge, I remember, like, the contrast of those
Of
2
just,
group
like, the
chats.
personalities,
So it's
yeah.
really
I do agree
interesting.
there, though. I do feel like the men's jokes go, like, deeper. Even things like Secret Santa, like,
Mm.
the women are there, like, "Bath bombs,
Yeah, yeah,
candles,"
yeah.
you know? But, like, I fuck with a bath bomb, please. Get
Yeah,
me a
yeah.
bath bomb any day, but the men will go, like, so in and literally go, like, so insanely
Mm,
cutthroat, but that's funny to them.
mm.
So then I wonder, though, I wonder if we did that if we would actually find it funny. That's the only thing.
That is
It's
the
like,
thing. It's that element of like safety. It's somehow the
yeah,
men all
true.
still
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
really
yeah. That's
safe with
true.
each other, but I don't know that
And
everyone.
confident and comfortable, whereas
Yeah,
like, I guess sensitivity is born from like insecurity. So
exactly.
if you're secure in a space, you'd be happy to be like ripped the piss out of because you know that you're still valued.
My final question,
Oh,
and then it's over.
it's ending too soon.
It is a good one. My final question is, do you have a soundtrack for the week?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna open my
You can have
Spotify
more than one. That's okay.
because I just need to know like what I've been listening to. Oh, currently playing upbeat mix. I'm kind of back in my brat era. I don't know. Something about 2026 just feels like we need to be brat again. Bring that back.
Yeah, so a bit of Charlie XCX,
Yeah.
Brat.
I think what's the one that I recently like fell in love with? Everything is Romantic. So slapped on. Like the way that just speaks to me. Obviously Party for You, that's not in Brat, but like she kills it every time. Oh, you're gonna think this is so rogue.
Go.
Miley Cyrus, Adore You. When
Oh.
you say you love me. Oh my gosh. Like I'm just like, sing it, Miley. Sing it.
Let it out.
She is in her Lover Girl era during that whole bangers. God, what a time to be alive. Hey, 2016 is
2016.
back. Wreck-It Ball is back, baby. But Adore You, Miley Cyrus is probably my soundtrack. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Oh my God. It's good. It's a good one.
That is good. I've got it's not a 2016 playlist, but I've got a playlist which I think I made for like me and Matt did like a little engagement party years ago now.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And it was called I've Got Saltburn, and it was like all songs that I kind of felt were very saltburny.
Yeah, Saltburn was a time.
Saltburn was a time. It's been a frequent discussion of mine at the moment because the new Wuthering Heights is coming out, which is the same producer or director, Emma Fennell, I think, who directed Saltburn, and she's also doing Wuthering Heights. And hot take, I don't care if it's the same as the book. I'm just here for like the visuals.
No, precisely. I watched Saltburn 3 times. And everyone thought I was deranged. They're like, okay, so you need to go into an insane asylum. But it just was so captivating and it made you feel. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, even if it's disgust, anger, repulse, you feel. And that is great art. Like, to be able to evoke such deep emotion. And I think it's almost harder to evoke negative emotions in media than positive. You know, like it's very simple to put things together that will make you smile. But Saltburn was...
Yeah. It inspired a whole playlist. I've got what is it? Sound of
and
Underground.
That be your engagement.
Well, it's just like it's not. I've got like a not safe for work one, and then another song that I've been obsessed with for the past 48 hours is My Moon, My Man by Feist, which is on Heated Rivalry, one of the songs from Heated Rivalry.
I need to watch.
It's controlled my brain for the last...
I'll give it a watch.
Yeah,
I'll give it a watch. It sounds very spicy.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, what have I got? I've got Saltburn is the playlist. Oh, no, we don't want to play it now. Where is it? Commander, Up, Loneliness, Perfect, Murder on the Dance Floor, Pump It, Bubblegum Bitch, Sound of Underground,
it was all really like old school songs.
It
anyway.
was.
Yeah.
We'll put your soundtrack of the week onto the Only Dead Fish playlist.
I can't wait.
Which is an unhinged playlist, which goes from, I think we've got Flaming Hottie by Megan Thee Stallion,
as you should,
to Rhythm of My Heart by Rob Stewart, which is bagpipes. So there's no in between, but if you are interested, it is there. And now it'll have a bit of Miley Cyrus and a bit of Brat.
Enjoy, honestly. I'm kind of ashamed I couldn't think of any better, but it just shows the complexity of womankind. We are truly like
Truly.
incredible dynamic beings, and I love it so much. So thanks for having me.
I was going to say, Val, you beat me to it. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing our wonderful conversation. We have yapped for a long time on and off the
little hearts
podcast.
out.
We have indeed. Is there anything you feel like you've missed out, or do you think we covered everything?
No, nothing. I'm so grateful. And yeah, thanks for having me on.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
You need
we did
a
it.
tagline, like, are they dead fishes? Are they fishes? Thanks, fishers. Like, you need like a like the Sophia Hive fishes.
Yeah, I need to think of something.
Yeah, because I think it's such a cool name. Like, I fuck with it.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Only Dead Fish Go With The Flow. As per usual, you can find us at Only Dead Fish Podcast on Instagram, and you can also find us on Apple, Spotify, and Amazon Music. We are in the process of uploading everything onto YouTube as well, so you can find us there too. There may be some videos coming on YouTube. Maybe not. We'll see how confident I can be in front of the camera or not. You can also find the links to our t-shirts on Instagram and in our Spotify and Apple bios. Again, thank you so much for listening and for your support, and speak to you next week. Bye bye.